And we're just here from the garden, and we're back to a new video. And today I'm going to be making a list. Yes, I'm going to be making a list of my top. Well, this is the first top list video of this subject, but the first 15 top worst videos. Yeah, the first 15 top videos. Again, if I were to name all of it in this video, this video would be very long. So this video is just gonna go over some of the videos or streams or whatever that I kind of went above and beyond unfair. And again, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more though. I'm gonna be making a few more of these lists, of course, going down some of the problems. But yeah, because of celebrating, again, a couple days ago, it was a couple days ago of my 13 years celebration since my last seizure, which, in honor of that great, wonderful celebration, we are going to be doing this list of my top 15, plus there's going to be more in the future, worst videos. Which again, lots of influencers and content creators do make things like this. Because again, we're not perfect. We're not perfect beings. We are human. We are nothing but perfect. We are very far from perfect. And there are times when we do mess up here and there, like with Mr. Enter shouting and attacking writers, like on SpongeBob, when he attacked and assaulted writers, and when he talked about the whole like 9/11. So let's see, of course, of how far we definitely came, especially now that we're in 2023 and celebrating this year, also celebrating 5 years since I started my YouTube channel. In August, I'll be celebrating 5 years. Yeah, 5 years in August will be 5 years since I started my channel. So let's begin, shall we? Number 1 would be, or I guess number 15. And again, these screenshots are all taken from one of the YouTube Studios things, where I see the comments and improve them and put thumbnails in and stuff, and of course do the descriptions and all of that, just to let you know. But number 15 would be the first season, but episode 11, making fun of the rats on the adventures of Crash Bandicoot. There's a reason why. A reason because of this, and this is going to be the main point, of this whole list, but we're going to be going through it one at a time, and that is, of course, assaulting my old girlfriend, of course, the one that broke up with me. And again, yeah, I mean, can I just say, making fun of her, and just knowing that it was terrible, and you're like, what was I thinking when I was saying that I was just stupid? Yeah, I was just stupid. That's what. But again, just insulting and just nagging in a bad way, threatens and stuff. And again, this whole subject is going to come back in later in the list. Number 14. A Simpson episode removed thanks to China. When I complained about how Disney removed an episode from The Simpsons referencing Hong Kong and blaming China, and again, blaming China really in general, just blaming China in general, just blaming a country that has nothing to do with anything. I mean, yeah, they're the ones that started COVID, but again, It was not intended, and they are just an innocent state, right? They're in an innocent country, and again, I should have been aware of this, I guess you could say. I should have been aware of this. And I could just say, I was aware of this as well. But again, so apologies to China in general. The state in general. I could just put it, right? Just an apology for the whole state. Like, yeah, they don't deserve it. They don't have anything wrong to deserve something like this or anything, right? They have nothing to do with anything like this. Like, no. They don't. Again, I should have been far more aware of this. Right? And again, yes, they're the one that first started the pandemic, but still. We need to be more aware of what we're talking about and who we are communicating, right? Of who we are communicating. You know what I'm talking about. We are communicating when it comes to what we are and who we are talking about, right? Whom we are talking about. Number 13. This is another subject. Also, the 2 episodes of The Loud House that damage my view of the show. There could be lots of problems you can say about this. I don't know, of how, like, I don't know. Maybe that I just be painting down on women, right? Like, that's one of my biggest issues. I don't know why. That's one of my biggest issues, that I do threats and stuff. I done threats and stuff to women, like in general. Like saying, when I was talking about of how the Loud sisters were stupid and stuff, and of course the parents were stupid, which, yes, that is still true, that the Loud parents are stupid. But again, I just go on and on. I just go on and on about how women are just brain dead and just not needing to exist. Like, I just did horrible there. And again, in general, needing to treat women well. I mean, yeah, I don't have good experiences with them, right? I don't have a good experience with them, but still, that does not mean I need to go and start raging on them, right? They're beings like men, like us. I mean, yeah, guys, men were created first, right? In the beginning, men were created first. You could make that whole statement. That men were created, us guys, were created first when the world was being created. But still, women still need to be treated like all of us, no matter if they do something stupid like what Abby did, of me just blaming her for something that needs to be long gone now, and just needs to be forgotten about. It is over. Number 12. I'm going to pretend Valentine's Day doesn't exist. Oh, this video. Yeah. Another subject. Another of the subject of blaming women. Again. Like, uncalled for. Really. Uncalled for. Especially of me going on and on about, how when me and Abby were when we were first dating, and when we properly became, back then, when we were dating and first became boyfriend and girlfriend, it was on Valentine's Day. And of course, Valentine's Day is still my least favorite holiday, along with Halloween. And St. Patrick's Day, I guess you could say, too. And, again, it was just really uncalled for. Stuff like this is really uncalled for, and, again, I was stupid. Y'all can just definitely say I was stupid, and I guess you could say I still am for actually accepting stuff like this. And looking back, I do look back as well, and sometimes I guess you could say I'm like SpongeBob, blind to the world around him. Which, yeah, SpongeBob is blind to the world around him at times, but not talking about SpongeBob, we're talking about me. But, again, women don't deserve any of these punishments. They are beings, yes, they are just like us men, far from perfect, but every one of us need to be treated the same. We need to be treated the same, not treated differently. Like, black people need to be treated with love, right? Like, people don't need to, let's just say, of course, the whole, white people don't like black people. Black people do need to be loved as well. Which, I always hate when people do that, though. When people judge people from their skin color, right? Like, white people like us, and, like may, like white people hating on black people, or black people not liking white people. Like, it really does not need to matter. Being loved one way or another, right? The same as well, needing to be loved the same. It doesn't matter what you wear, or what your color is, or what you do. Number 11. In today's modern society, where I still go on and on, right? I go on and on about the world that we live in. The world we live in, how calling people stupid about being scared of the pandemic, which, yes, I am aware. Again, everything that I mention, I'm aware of, and I was aware of. And just going on and on about Joe as well, which, yeah, he's not a good president, right? And I do pick on him and stuff. Or, I do always say different things, though, because, yeah, he's not a good president, because he's a sick person. No, I mean, like, disease sick. He's, I mean, y'all would actually see, he is definitely very sick. And it's very sad to actually see that nobody's even thinking, or saying this too, right? That saying the sick man being run on president when he's very sick. Again, like, y'all can just say, and again, I can go on and on. And again, if y'all seen most of these, y'all would understand what I go on saying. Another Adventures of Crash Bandicoot. When I made a whole joke statement of Crash getting angry, making Crash get angry of what Gamer Jam did to me. Yeah, I said that she was pretty and I loved her videos, and yeah, it's like she, of course, hated me, of course. Like, she hated me after that, because, again, she used to reply to, of course, like, I used to just be nice, right? She was one of my favorite YouTubers, and I just would be nice, but, again, she would just stop doing that now, and I just went on just saying of how bad of a person she is. Like, how she was with all women, which, again, not acceptable. Not acceptable. Again, any of these statements are not acceptable. None of these statements are acceptable. None of them. None of them. They're not acceptable. And again, same with this one. Season 7, Episode 2 of the Golden Cart TV, where I talked about the chance of love, which, again, I am 19 years old. y'all can definitely tell I was very stupid back then, because, yeah, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about women, or wanting to find anybody. Again, being single while you can is something that you need to make worth it, right? Needs to be made worth it. Like, there's got to be times where you just got to grow up and just stop worrying about the future, right? Or worrying about the past, right? Like, worrying about the past and stuff. Like, most of these Abby and Drew incidents, problems, those were from my past, and of course always got angry with my past. When most of those as well, when I made those, I was just really angry, just wanted to shout at something, and that was always what came to first in mind as well, what always came first to mind. But again, it is not something that is excusable. Another statement of a sort, which, again, just insulting, being an assaulter, and bad-mouthing, which, again, unexcusable. And you may wonder of how many views this has. Right, you may want to know of how many views this thing has. 35 likes and 485 views. Like, how is that acceptable, right? How is that acceptable for an insulting video, right? For an insulting statement, right? That's really just what I want to know. Another Valentine's video. Right? Another Valentine's video of us going on and on more about girls. Again, most of these are just bad-mouthing them and just calling them horrible people. Like, being unacceptable. Making it unacceptable. What else could I say more of? One of my Simpson reviews are also in the blame. Yeah, one of my Simpson videos, review videos from Season 2. Yeah, from the Way We Was review of Season 2, Episode 12 of The Simpsons, where I just, on one statement, on one subject, I just took a bad-mouthing, unexcusable bad-mouthing to Abby Andrews, like, for real. Just a bad, just horrible, horrible statement there. Just a horrible, horrible statement there that just is not excusable. The whole video talking about, when I was talking about the serious problem with Disney Pixar's new Strange World, when it was coming out, the problem with gay people, which, yeah, again, that whole statement in general, let me just make it clear, I don't hate, people that are gay or something. It's just, I guess you could just say weird, right? Just weird. I have no problems. Yeah, I know I always just make statements like that before, of seeming like I do not like them, but no. It's just, I just find it weird, I just find it weird, that's all. With boys, and girls. I just find it really strange, that's all. Again, episode 13, season 6 of the Golden Cart TV. Just going on and on about Abby. What a surprise. One of my Pizza Thursdays, and generally on any of the Pizza Thursdays, where I would just show pictures and stuff of women and just making it unexcusable. Like, yeah, very unexcusable and very, very bad as well. definitely had to put on this. Not so hand of the stream, but just the title in general, that I was not knowing what I was thinking. And then the last one, just about Abby as well. Like, again, all of these are no obsessions. And again, there are plenty more that I again, just could not have fit on this list. There's gonna be more. Don't worry, there's gonna be more. But I just could not fit all of them on this list, or it was gonna be very, very long. Right? This video would have been long and longer. But again, Abby, or if anybody knows Abby Andrews, I don't know her full name, but Abby Andrews, if you know her, I want her to know that I am just deeply sorry for all of the insults and stuff that I say to this girl that just don't deserve it. Yeah, just does not deserve any of this. Like, she is human. Yes, she did break me, but still, she does not deserve it. Nobody deserves something like this. And I just want to accept my deepest apology and just make her just hope she has a better future in her life. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have all notifications turned on so you miss anything new. Let me know what you think. See you in the next one.